please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You're not taking the mayor's seat?
No. I'm not the mayor. I'm acting. Okay, roll call, please.
Gimnazi.
Here.
Alvarez.
Here.
Adams.
Here.
Porcellia.
Here.
Indelara. Here. Stefano.
Here.
Okay, this meeting of March 24th is being held in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. The notices of this meeting have been provided via email to the Press of Atlantic City and the Daily Journal November 9th, 2024, as well as having been posted on the Municipal Bulletin Board and website at buenaborough.org. There is no mayor's report right now. The mayor is absent. And public comment. Opportunity for anyone to comment with a limit of 5 minutes per speaker. Please refer to the following statement. I'll need a motion to open the public portion of the meeting.
Second.
Motion Alvarez, second. Pat.
Gimnazi.
Yes.
Alvarez.
Yes.
Porcellia.
Yes.
Indelara.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
I think I still vote, don't I? Yeah, it's a yes anyway. Okay, anyone wishing to address Mayor and Council, please step forward and state your name for the record. Seeing none, I'll accept a motion to close the public portion.
Motion.
Motion Marina,
Second.
second Pat. Roll call.
Yes.
Alvarez.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Porcellia.
Yes.
Indelara.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Okay, we need a motion to introduce and pass on first reading ordinance number 766, a calendar year 2025 ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank under NJSA 40A:4-45.14. I have a motion.
Motion.
Marina, second Alvarez. And before we call for a vote, I'd like to defer to Nancy right now, our auditor, for a brief explanation.
Hi, everyone. This ordinance we do every year. We have an appropriation cap limit on the budget where we can only increase certain appropriations by 3.5%. 2.5% can go up to 3.5%. This allows us to go to that 3.5%, and if we don't use it, we can bank it and use it over the next 3 years. It's really just a formality. We do it every year, but it gives us that little bit of leeway to make sure that we have enough in the budget to cover our current year expenditures with the actual increase.
Okay, any questions from council?
No.
Any questions?
No.
All good. Okay, roll call vote, please.
Gimnazi.
Yeah.
Alvarez.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Porcellia.
Yes.
Indelara.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Okay, now we'll go to Resolution 63-25, a resolution introducing and approving the 2025 municipal budget. I'll take a motion in a second, and then we'll have another brief discussion from our auditor.
Motion.
Motion, Marina.
Second.
Second, Patty. I'll defer to Nancy again for a brief discussion.
We went through the highlights of the budget at the last meeting. We had a couple of minor, small bills come through after that we had to make a couple of adjustments for. So the budget that you have in front of you that you're voting on has a 1.5% tax increase for the year. Council worked very hard, the finance committee, the CFO, the administrator, to get the budget reasonable for the year. I think they did a wonderful job, and it's, as far as I'm concerned, very fiscally responsible.
Very good. Any questions from council?
No, just thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy.
Yes, thank you. And on that, I'd like to say that I was part of the finance committee this year, along with George. This is his department, and the mayor, and the CFO, the administrator, and it was my second time on the finance committee from a couple years ago, and it's a big challenge trying to get everything that everybody wants, trying to give everything that everybody wants, and keep our tax rate low. And they did it, and we did it. So at a penny and a half I don't think that's too bad with all the services that our residents get and the monies that our employees make.
And
Okay.
we always get these increases that, anymore, everybody wants to give all these increases to us. Trash and recycling.
Insurances.
Is a big header, insurances. So there's always somebody knocking on your door with a basket, right?
The handout.
But we have a great team. We got a great team, we got great employees in the borough, so it always works out.
And thank you to the MUA for their help.
Yep.
Okay, we'll take a roll call vote.
Givens.
Yeah.
Alvarez.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Porcellia.
Yes.
Candelora.
Yes.
Stefani.
Yes.
Okay, now we'll go to ordinance number 767-2025. Need a motion to introduce and pass on first reading bond ordinance appropriating $100,000 and authorizing the issuance of up to $95,000 in bonds and notes of the Borough of Buena for the reconstruction of the tennis courts. Thank you. For reconstruction of the tennis courts, park bathrooms by the Borough of Buena in the County of Atlantic. Have a motion and a second.
Motion. Second.
Motion Marina, second George. Any questions, comments? Okay, roll call vote.
Givens.
Yeah.
Alvarez.
Yes.
Adams.
Yes.
Porcellia.
Yes.
Candelora.
Yes.
Stefani.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Resolution number 7025, a resolution of the Borough of Buena, County of Atlantic, authorizing the exclusion of the public from a meeting between the mayor, Borough Council, Borough Administrator, and staff, Borough Solicitor, and staff concerning a personnel matter involving the conduct of a member of the Borough of Buena Municipal Utilities Authority and authorizing the disclosure of the minutes of said meeting as provided herein. We're going to, if this is approved, we're going to have this at the end of the meeting. We'll take a recess, and we will take action after the closed session, so we'll come back in, we'll take action, and then we'll adjourn.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Any questions? Okay, we'll do roll call.
There's a motion. There's a motion.
Oh, motion, I'm sorry.
I'll do the
Motion first.
motion.
Motion Marina, and second Patty?
Second.
Okay,
Givens.
Yeah.
Alvarez.
Yes.
Adams.
yes.
Porcellia.
Yes.
Candelora.
Yes.
Stefani.
Yes.
So the resolution, the next resolution, 7125, is what we will react on when we come back from the closed session. Okay, now we'll go to consent agenda. The consent agenda includes items of business which are not controversial and do not require individual discussion. A motion approving the consent agenda is moved, seconded, and voted upon as one item by the Borough Council. If any discussion is requested on a consent agenda item, it is removed from the consent agenda to the regular agenda. Resolution 6425, a resolution by the Borough of Buena authorizing an application to complete Streets Technical Assistance Program. Resolution 6525, a resolution authorizing the carry over of accrued unused vacation and personal time for road department employees of the Borough of Buena due to an unavoidable circumstance. Resolution 6625, a resolution authorizing the tax collector to cancel taxes for the first and second quarter of 2025 for Sashoy Newell, a totally disabled veteran. Resolution 6725, a resolution fixing salaries for employees of the Borough of Buena for the year 2025. Resolution 6825, a resolution authorizing the temporary closure of a portion of Central Avenue to through traffic on April 12th from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and directing Buena Baseball Softball Association to submit an application to the Atlantic County engineer for permit approving said temporary closure. That's for opening day. Resolution 6925, a resolution approving the 2025 emergency temporary budget. We have correspondence from John Cecine of 609 West Summer Road, Minnetonka, request for temporary storage unit beginning April 2025 for a period of 6 months. Bills paid as listed, and approval of clerk's report, minutes of the special budget workshop meeting on March 10th, 2025, and minutes of the regular meeting of March 10, 2025.
Motion.
Motion, Marina.
Second.
Second, Pat. Roll call.
Giovanazzi?
Yes.
Alvarez?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Rosalia?
Yes.
Candelara?
Yes.
Stefano?
Yes.
Okay, now we'll move to committee reports. Planning, zoning, inspections, Chairman Giovanazzi.
Couple things I got. I got 104 South Franklin Street, 106 South Franklin Street, and 114 North Harding Highway, pending in court for new date, March 27th. Owner has met with Jim for inspections and obtained some permits that were needed. The zoning officer, vehicles are removed by John Keenan, notified the court, property in compliance. That's 521 North Harding Highway. And Marlin Avenue with the chickens, the residence of court is scheduled for in April. Don't have a date on it, but that's all I got.
Okay, the one that the vehicles removed, is that the used car lot?
Yes.
Because I know we were having problems with that.
Yes, they complied to getting all the stuff that wasn't supposed to be in there, out of there, which were junk vehicles and other stuff like that. And I guess evidently, they still have to go back and they have to go before, because they had got fined for it.
Right, the judge found them guilty. Each day they were in violation, the fine was building up.
Right. So they had worked, since they got charged for, the $10,000 or whatever, I think that's what the money was, they finally decided they had to do something and
Comply.
clean it up, and they complied.
Right, very good. Okay, thank you. Finance, tax collector, and assessor, Chairman Alvarez.
So we continue to collect our taxes. Talking to the gentleman that heads our office, we're doing pretty good. We have nothing else other than what we discussed tonight on the budget, so we're hoping to get everything secured pretty tight. Don't know, still waiting on the numbers from the other businesses due to cannabis, to see, we have a little window that we have to wait before we can include those numbers.
I don't think
in our budget.
that's still the fourth quarter. I mean,
Yeah, it's still another
it's
quarter.
fourth quarter, the fourth month, I think, is
So-
when we'll hear something.
I didn't hear your question.
It was about the cannabis payments, taxes.
Where we can start pulling them in.
Typically, I think our ordinance requires it to be paid same as taxes. So whenever the taxes come due, they come due.
Okay.
And I think we're very close to getting enough information where we can have a good idea on what the numbers are going to be. And numbers are always going to go a little slower in the beginning, because not everybody opened up at the same time. So
Very good.
that's it.
Is that all?
That's it.
Okay, thank you. Public safety and streetlights for myself. And for February EMS totals, we had 79 total EMS calls, 61 in the borough, 12 in Buena Vista Township, 5 in Vineland, and 1 in Hamilton. All the others besides ours were mutual aid. We had 9 cardiacs, 2 respiratories, 4 psychiatrics, 3 medical alarms, 2 lift assists, 2 strokes, 6 fall victims, 4 unconscious, 29 medical emergencies. And the chief is here, thank you. It's getting busier and busier. And our chief is here, police chief, I almost said fire chief. Our police chief is here, and he submitted another dandy report. And for the month of February, 798 calls for service in Buena Borough. Motor vehicle stops, 274. Motor vehicle tickets, 204. 15 arrests, 1 DWI, 4 disputes, 4 motor vehicle crashes, 6 well-being checks, 267 business checks, 10 animal complaints, 78 medical assists, 5 domestic calls, 1 missing person investigation, and 32 burglar alarms answered. Fire alarms, burglar fire alarms. And do we have an officer of the month? We do. It is Officer Matthew Flynn, badge number 1170. Officer Flynn is one of the most productive officers. In February, he conducted 131 motor vehicle stops himself, issued 145 motor vehicle tickets. He's not real popular for that. So. Made 13 criminal arrests and completed 13 motor vehicle crash investigations in February. One of his motor vehicle stops led to a joint investigation with Franklin Township Police Department, ATF, and FBI, where explosives were being manufactured in a residence in Salem County. Well, we all know how that ends up in Buena, don't we? Officer Flynn is a 3-time recipient of Officer of the Month Award and was the 2022 Franklin Township Police Department Officer of the Year. So, Officer Matthew Flynn, congratulations, Officer of the Month. Okay, and that'll do it for my reports, and we will move on to...
Thank you, Chief.
Yes, thank you both chiefs.
Yep.
Recreation, Chairwoman Barsuya.
I just have a couple of things. Still ongoing is for Recreation, they're having their breakfast at Martin's. Tickets are still available. I don't have a full report to give you on that. We are continuing to work at Blackwater Pond. There was some damage to one of the gates, and Bill's going to, Mr. Nemahay said that he's going to be working over there to give us more millings there because they're using it as a turnaround there. So we have to correct that problem because it's wearing out our driveway.
In the parking lot on Brewster Road?
Yeah.
Beginning of it.
And Bill, you said it was the Brewster roadside where the damage was?
The roadside and actually driving onto the grass and into the parking lot, making a big U-turn. I think it would be appropriate to dress it up for the public that actually goes there and does the right thing and walks every day.
Where those 2 big yellow blockades are?
No, right at the entrance.
The buses are coming
using it
in
as a U-turn.
and flipping around and digging it all up,
Oh, okay.
stuff like that.
And right on the milled, where the millings are?
Yeah.
Yeah, right at the end of the road on Brewster.
Okay.
To continue with Blackwater Pond, we are going to continue to move forward with opening up the trails, but the third trail is going to have to remain closed due to the condition to the third bridge until we can get funding in to correct that problem. It's going to have to be re-topped on all of it, and the one riser is broken, so we're going to have to fix that. We did apply for a couple more grants, just to let everyone know, for the tennis court situation that we have going on. We did come up short with the original funding on that, so we went to the Tennis Association, and the max on that is $25,000, so we're going to go for that. So we have the Aubrey group working up that grant right now, so hopefully we can get that balance on what is needed to complete the job. And that is all I have.
Okay, thank you. And Buildings and Grounds and Improvements, Chairwoman Andalura.
Okay, first, we're getting ready for spring, hopefully no more bad weather. The road department removed the old shrubs in the front of the building, and we will be checking this week for new ones and a good deal, of course.
Of course.
The park is really looking good for the opening day, April 12th. Working with the baseball, replacing at least 14 field lights that are burnt out, and an aerial lift. They've both been donated by a local electrical contractor, and they'll do most of the service free. Baseball will be placing a small fence area between the shed, I guess 2 sheds, to house their field equipment as a safety concern because they were leaving it out in the open and it was dangerous, and the insurance got after us. So it's going to all be confined, and they're paying for the fence. Okay, front and back, it's going to be with a little gate, I guess. The front door Borough Hall was replaced today with a panic bar, and it was missing from the previous plans, so they did come back, but I understand we still have a little problem. Bill told me, by the end of the day, we still have a problem. So, never ending. Maintenance, Borough Hall in and out will be cleaned between 7:15 a.m. to 9 a.m. Then the workers move outside with the Borough Hall lawn and also go into the parks to maintain the parks. And that's it.
Very good. Thank you. And on to Chairman DeStefano for Roads and Recycling.
Thanks, Doug. Friendship Road and Plymouth Street have been paved. Driveway aprons have to be completed. Road edges have to be restored. Striping and stop bars have to be painted. Branches and leaves have been removed from the bin and will be calculated for the tonnage grant. The sweeper has been repaired, and the Borough Hall Police Department, Louise Brazil, and the boulevard have been swept.
Okay.
Quotes for the new 30-yard container for the convenience center will be received by the next meeting. And the road guys will be working in the park to prepare for opening day. And that's all I have.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, any unfinished business? Back to the agenda. Under new business, I have good news that our new website, as of not too long ago, is up and running. So if you have a chance, check out www.buenaborough.org. It's the same website, only now it's going to our website instead of the website that was being hosted by the county. This new website allows the clerk's office to fully control the website, to put on it what we want and when we want. There's also some new features where the public can go online and sign up for road alerts, emergency alerts, to be notified by email and eventually by cell phone if we have enough people that want that service. It's going to allow 2 public calendars, one calendar for the municipality, for Buena Borough, and one calendar for recreation, which will be totally maintained and edited and managed by recreation. So it really looks good, and I did put an email out, and I want to thank Marianne and Nicole and Pam for all their work on it. Not a really easy task. We found out last year that the county was not going to provide hosting services to anyone anymore, but the service they were going to was way too expensive. The company they were going to was way too expensive for our budget, so they set out to get quotes and get ideas of what companies would charge for hosting and creating the website, and they did. And they had to learn all that first before they could even ask for those kind of things. You have to be knowledgeable on what you're asking for, and they did really well. And the product is now online as of today. We went live. So check it out when you have a chance, and you could pay your taxes on there. There's a lot of different stuff on there, so it's really nice.
That's good, thank you.
Yep.
That's a good move.
Did I miss any other new exciting stuff on there? I'm kind of a geek at heart, but no. Marianne, anything?
There's some things that need to be worked out.
Oh yeah, it's not. We went live just because I was kind of pushing for it, but there's still some edits that need to be made. A couple text errors here and there, but it's all little stuff. But in all, it's done and up and running. Okay. Anything else for new business?
I actually do. We got word, we've been working on the Sustainable New Jersey to get us recertified. We've gone a couple of years where we haven't had it. We've qualified. We haven't gotten the initial, we're getting some kind of award for it. We're going to be bronze status, so we're going to be getting accessibility for more grants.
Nice.
Which they'll just let us know what we qualify for and we can go for it. We were also, for the community garden, we received 40 pallets from a local resident from Wheaton's Glass. So we got 40 pallets, so we'll be able to build a shed at the garden to put all our
Nice.
tools in.
So Sustainable New Jersey, we're now a sustainable New
Okay.
Jersey municipality
Yes,
certified,
certified.
which allows us to get
It'll
different
allow
grants.
us to get a different grants, and it's just showing that we're moving forward to being green.
Very
Going
good.
towards that environment.
Okay, anybody else? New business? Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Chief?
I just wanted to mention that I received several complaints. I spoke to the mayor this past week. I know it's getting warm out and juveniles are starting to congregate in the park back here. Next week, we're going to start instituting nightly foot patrols in the park. So expect to see that presence beefed up in the park, during the times that it's busy out here. But if we're not out there, I do ask residents if they do see something, if they see kids on dugouts, on top of the roofs, or vandalizing something, or just acting unruly, please call our non-emergency line and we will immediately come out and address it. So, we will be instituting the foot patrols, but if we're not out there at that time, please just call and we'll come in.
Great, Chief, thank you. And that's a good point, that, there's so many parents that attend these games and watch their children and playing their sports, and I know they see this, but they just don't call, but we're telling them to please call.
Yes, so the number is 856-694-1414.
856-694-1414. So if you're in the park and you're watching your children's game and you see these knuckleheads pulling shingles off the dugouts and using them like frisbees, call the police department. It's fine, we're asking you to do that. You're our eyes and ears. Thank you, Chief. Okay, anything else for new business? All right, let's go back to Resolution 7025. Did we have a motion a second on that already? We did. Okay, so let's do a roll call on that. That'll allow us to go into closed session, and we will recess into...
We had roll call on resolution 71.
Oh, we did? We passed it?
71. Resolution 71, we didn't.
All right, very good. So then we're going to recess at this time, and we'll go into the clerk's office, and then we'll come back out to take action, and then we will adjourn at that point. Okay, recess.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC. Programming that serves the South Jersey market.